I moved to Warsaw 2 years ago from my home country, Nigeria, and within the first 6 months, I was able to land my first job working for a UK company whilst resident here in Poland. I'm going to be sharing with you the tips on how I was able to land that job based off of my own experiences as well as the experiences of my close friends who have had similar experience. And I will be sharing with you the best strategies, how we're able to do that, because if we're able to do that, then you definitely will be able to do that as well. So stick to the end of this video because you don't want to miss out on any of that tea. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into the world of jobs in Poland, specifically for students and foreigners. There's a lot of buzz around the idea that September is the best time to find jobs here, but is that true? Well, we'll be finding out in a bit, and I'll be talking about all of that. I'm also going to be walking you through the most in-demand jobs here in Poland, the types of jobs that you can find, the skills you need, the salary range, and of course, how to actually land those jobs. So stick around till the end because you don't want to miss any of these tips. If you're new in here, my name is Gigi Stella, and I love to talk about everything from study tips and productivity to lifestyle and travel. If that sounds like your vibe, then make sure to click the subscribe button and join the community. Let's get into the video of the day. Grab yourself a coffee or a notebook because you'll definitely be needing that for all the tips I'll be sharing today. And let's talk about how to get you a job in Poland. Let's start with a bit of data and take a look at the overall job market outlook. In 2024, Poland's unemployment rate at 2.9% stood at the second lowest unemployment rate in the entirety of the European Union and is expected to stay relatively low, especially in big cities like Warsaw, Krakow, Wrocław, and Poznan. These regions are set to see significant job growth, especially in sectors like IT, HR and admin, engineering, finance, and automotive industries. Now let's shift our focus to another interesting statistics that everyone really cares about, the minimum wage. After all, getting the job is just a part of the equation. As of 1st January 2024, the gross minimum wage rose to 4,242 Polish zloty as compared to the 3,600 paid in 2023. By July, it rose again to 4,300, a total of 21.5% increase in the gross minimum wage paid in 2023, all within the space of 6 months. Recently, the Polish government has announced a new minimum wage for January 2025 at 30.5 Polish zloty, which is approximately $7.9 and slightly higher than the federal minimum wage in the United States at $7.25. What does this mean for you? Well, whether you're starting in an entry-level position or you're looking to switch careers, you can expect a stable and gradual improvement in your income. Now, let's look at which jobs are in high demand and how you can land those jobs. When it comes to the types of job and the in-demand skills, they're actually interlinked together because the types of skills you have will determine the types of job that you can actually find in Poland. You may be asking what types of jobs you can find in Poland. To answer this, let's talk about the 4 main types of job that you can find here. Starting from the very top, white-collar jobs, also known as the skilled jobs. These jobs are so called because you actually require skills and some level of experience to be able to do these jobs. Sectors like the IT, engineering, manufacturing, health sectors require some certain level of skills before you can actually be taken on to do these jobs. There's also a rising demand for specialists in automation, SAP, and technical support roles. The second level of jobs are the low-skilled jobs. While you don't need as much skills as high-skilled jobs to do these jobs, you would still need some level of skills to be able to do them. And generally, the company hiring you would most likely train or onboard you to be able to perform your job properly. Jobs like customer service roles, English teachers, fit into this category of jobs. The third types of jobs are the blue-collar jobs, which also refers to unskilled labor. For these types of jobs, no skill set is required at all, regardless of whether you can speak English, you can speak Polish, whatever, you can actually get these jobs. Jobs like gardening, seasonal agriculture, babysitting, warehouse, Uber Eats, restaurant managers, etc. does not require you to have any skills whatsoever. Whatever you need will be shown to you, and usually they come with some perks of benefits like transportation, accommodation, etc. If you want me to talk more about blue-collar jobs, please let me know in the comment section and I'll do an entire video on that. The last types of jobs here are the self-employed jobs. You can actually be self-employed by providing services for people such as hair making or being a makeup artist or maybe even selling African foodstuffs. As long as there is a market to buy from you or patronize your service, you can as well become self-employed. Let's talk salaries. Salaries in Poland depend on a variety of factors, starting with the most obvious, skill set. The more skill set you have, the higher the salary expectation. This is very obvious and very self-explanatory. Number two, location. Unsurprisingly, Warsaw remains one of the cities with the highest salary expectations in 2024. However, cities like Wrocław, Krakow, etc. are also coming up. This implies that bigger cities have bigger salary expectation and better opportunities with high-paying jobs. Number three factor, age. As much as there is no age restriction, there's actually things like taxation that can significantly reduce the amount of money you earn as a young professional here in Poland. For people under the age of 26 and with a contract of mandate, there is no income tax that is levied on the income that you make. However, for people above 26, you have to pay an income tax of about 12%. When it comes to job flexibility, there's a lot of advantage for young professionals, including students. One of those job flexibility is the ability to work full-time or part-time in either on-site mode, remote, or hybrid mode. For students studying in Polish universities, you are entitled to working full-time without any work restrictions as long as you have your student visa. So it means that you actually need to finish your studies even though you have a full-time job. There is no restriction on the number of hours that you can work here in Poland as long as you're a student studying at a Polish university. Overall, there's a great deal of advantage for young people and young professionals starting out their careers here in Poland. You can use websites such as Glassdoor to compare your potential salary with industry standards. By imputing your experience level and the role you're applying for, you can see how your salary offer stacks up against similar positions at competing companies. This can help you negotiate a better offer and ensure that you're being paid fairly for your skills and expertise. For starters, based on the gross minimum wage expectations, 4,300 Polish zloty is the least you should accept. So how can you find these jobs in Poland? Starting with the most effective, referrals. Referrals are a means by which positions are filled here in Poland. Basically, someone who's working at company A refers someone to work or fill up a position within the company. This method is very effective because usually companies tend to trust referrals made by their own employees, and it kind of gives you sort of a boost amongst other applicants who are maybe applying on their own. But this does not mean that you can actually do these applications by yourself without a company referral or without someone referring you. And that leads me to the second step, professional websites. Professional websites such as Pracu.pl, LinkedIn, OLX, Indeed Poland, Lento, amongst others, are popular options where people can actually find jobs. Job descriptions are put out there. You just need to do your application and wait for an interview. The third way by which a lot of people get jobs in Poland is through job fairs. In job fairs, company recruiters go to schools to sort of source for talents in the schools. So they do these job fair occasions where they go to a university and they look for students who have certain skills or have basic skills in a certain area of work. And then they can do like a stand-up interview at that point, or they can invite you for an interview. And a lot of people have been able to get jobs by attending those job fairs. What you need to do is to watch out for job fairs that is organized by your university. I have personally attended a few of those job fairs, and I've met with company professionals who essentially explain the type of jobs that they have, the kinds of benefits that they offer, the types of trainings that they do. They usually do this several times within the year. The last way to get a job is through agencies. Usually for agencies, there are people who are out there that have been assigned with the role of finding people to fill up a certain role. Most of the blue-collar jobs are gotten through these agencies because there are people who actually do the sourcing for these people and then filling up those positions. Some other outsourcing agencies tend to fill out those positions. Companies like AMS also do this agency work where they basically find someone to work for them, but that person is working for another company. Does it make sense? Lastly, I did mention that Polish language is not a requirement for any of these jobs. Most of these jobs are available at international companies that do not require you to know the Polish language. However, Even a basic level of Polish language can stand you out from other applicants. So it's actually worthwhile to learn the language. To wrap it up, Poland offers plenty of opportunities for workers from across all sectors. With low unemployment rates, increasing wages, and growing need for skilled professionals, it's a great place to build your career. And that's all I have for you for today's video. Let me know in the comment section if you plan to move to Poland. And if you already did, leave me a hi in the comment section. Let me know what it was for you getting a job here in Poland. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me grow. Like this video if you gained value from it. Share it to your friends as well who are looking to find jobs here in Poland. I'll leave you as always. Remember where you're coming from, remember where you are, and remember where you're going to. Until the next episode, it's all shades of love.